Seems like a long walk for $5.
Yeah. So what's next for you?
Well, I'm gonna go to the clinic.
Yeah? Oh, you gotta put your seatbelt on.
I'm gonna go to the clinic. Then I'm going to go do my day job.
Yeah?
Panhandle for cash.
You gonna make a better sign?
I like this sign. It
Do you?
works.
Man,
It works.
I gotta be honest, man.
I work with what works.
All right.
You know, and it works. I've never had. I mean, you say if you saw me with this sign, you wouldn't give me any money, but look what you did today.
Oh, so you think it's because of the sign?
No, but I'm saying, you know. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
What do you? Let me ask you this. What do you want? What do you want in life?
A family. I want a wife. I don't want much. I don't want a mansion. I don't want an expensive car. I don't care about any of that crap.
Yeah.
Especially living on the street taught me that crap means nothing.
Right.
What I want is...
Why do you want a family?
Because I lost mine and I miss having, you know, I've had a lot of relationships with girls and I've had a couple of them which were very long and very meaningful, and I do believe I've been in love.
Yeah.
And
wait, how do you know that you're in love? How do you know that?
Because I knew I would do anything for this girl, and it was like, it didn't matter. Like, I'd go sick from opiate. It doesn't matter. She was all that mattered. And
right.
We had so many great times where we had inside joke. You know, it's just like, it's like having a best friend, but it's even better.
Right.
It's like having someone who shares and knows. I mean, we could just look at each other and know what we were both thinking.
Right.
You know, it was perfect.
Do you believe in soulmates?
Yeah.
You do. Do you believe that we have?
But I don't think we just have one.
Oh, you think we have many?
I think, well, not many, but I think there's more than just one. I have to hope that, because if that's true, then I don't have any more chances.
So why do you want a family? Because of that? Because you want to give your family things that you never got?
I got pretty much everything. No.
Yeah. Because
I want them to learn to really... I don't like the way people treat other people in this world.
Oh, what do you mean? Explain.
They're most of the time cruel. They're uncaring, self-centered in the extreme. They don't care about anyone but themselves. You know, if I'm sitting there and I go, hey man, you know what time it is? Do you know how often people don't even give me that?
Yeah.
They have a watch and they won't even tell me what time it is.
Right. Well, they feel uncomfortable because they stamp you as homeless, you know?
Yeah, but it's not like I'm dangerous.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I get it.
And it's like, people are people. And yeah, there are dangerous homeless people out there. Trust me, I know. I've dealt with it. But it's pretty easy to tell a normal from one of those ones. I mean, I don't know. People just don't care anymore. They just care about themselves. And it's not like I'm not selfish. For God's sakes, I've been selfish many times.
Yeah.
And I regret it. But it's like, I just don't like. I don't want people to grow up. I don't want if I ever get to have kids, I don't want them growing up in a living and believing stereotypes. I want them to, this is how I work. I see a group of people or a person and I judge them by experience.
Yeah.
Not by just, oh, that guy's black, so he must be a crackhead.
Right.
It's not like that. But if they prove themselves to be that, then yeah, I don't have a problem saying N with the R word, because that's what they are.
Right.
But I have plenty of friends who are black that aren't.
Right.
It's just like when they call us cracker, it's the same goddamn thing.
Do you have any Asian friends?
I've had a couple in my life. Right now, no. You, I guess, would be it.
Oh, I'm your first Asian friend?
Not first, but right now. I mean, friends come and go.
I'm actually Mexican, first of all. No, I'm kidding. So I like what you just said about taking in people.
It really doesn't matter what you are, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I like what you said about taking in people by their experience, right?
Yeah, and
not
by
like
the way
what
they treat other people,
Yeah.
it's pretty much a good way to go.
I agree, man. That's good. I like that. So, okay, another question. If you were to change one thing in your life, what would it be? Something that happened that you would want to change.
You mean or just if something would happen that would change my life, or if it just landed in my lap?
No. I'm talking about in the past, things that you would.
Oh, in the past, I
Yeah.
guess I would have never picked up drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
But hey, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah. Do you think drugs and alcohol is
Hereditary? Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
or do you think it's circumstances or a combination?
It can be a combination.
You
but
think
for the
it's
most
you think
part,
it's
hereditary.
you think it's nature?
Yep.
Really?
It's a fucked up genome.
Hmm.
I know it is because I wasn't raised in an environment that sucked,
Right.
and I didn't. It's like it's a feeling. It's a. God, it even smells like meth outside right now.
Really?
I hate meth, dude.
That's KFC, dude. That's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's even. No, I like KFC, but no, it's
there's meth in that.
probably. But no, it's just a feeling you get. You're
Yeah.
like, you just don't feel right, ever, unless you're on drugs. No matter what's happening around you, no matter
Right.
if you're in the greatest environment, circumstances, you don't feel right. And the only time you do start to feel right is when you use. They're like a Band-Aid. Now, it doesn't last forever, and in the long run, it makes it worse. But it's like a Band-Aid, and when someone's like reaching for anything to make it better, you're not going to be like, oh, well, I'm not going to look at the long term. I just want to feel better now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like feeling like this. And once you find drugs, people are always telling you, oh, well, drugs are bad. Well, the first experience addicts have with drugs is they're the best thing they've ever had in their life. Why the hell? Almost better than sex.
Yeah.
It's like, why the hell would I stop doing this?
Right.
I don't give a shit. I feel like shit all the time. Why the hell should I stop? Why should I give up the only thing that makes life livable? But then, it makes it worse in the long run. But hey, it's like, what are you gonna do, man? I've tried AA, NA, I've been to many detoxes, rehabs, all that shit. Most of them I wasn't serious. It was for a girl who was like, it's either the drugs or me, or it was for my family back when they were still around. And so it was never for me. But I remember recently, actually, the last time I went for me, and I went serious with all fucking guns ahead. I wanted to stop.
And what happened? Did you get some days in?
I failed.
Yeah, but how many days did you string together?
4.
Okay. And then you relapsed?
Yeah, and it wasn't like I wanted to. That's the sick part. I was in that place, and I was just like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
But I did anyways. I could not beat it. I can't even explain to you what it's like in your mind.
Yeah, I think most people don't know, because, they think
your brain just goes, and you're just plagued by, it'll do anything. This is what I told my dad when he was like, I was like, you know what, Dad? It really sucks living with a brain that's trying to kill you all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's literally what it does. You're not worth this. Go ahead and drink. It'll make you feel better.
Right.
You ain't shit. Look at all the bad shit you did. You ain't worth anything. Look at you. You broke that girl's heart. You cheated on her. You did all this shit in your life. You stole from that person. You did this just so you could get high. You ain't worth shit. You ain't worth a better life. Give it up. Come on. Come back. Let's go get a drink. You'll feel better. And eventually that just wears you down.
Right.
No matter how many times you have people, if you're lucky enough at that point in your life to have people who will even be willing to come visit you in detox and rehab,
Right.
that still care enough about you. Most of the time your bridges are burnt to
Right.
cinders, and you have nobody that gives a flying fuck whether you live or die. If you're lucky to have people going, oh, just stick in there, no, you're worth it. You're like, yeah, well, my brain doesn't believe that. And it's really fucking hard. I've never been able to get over that particular aspect of it, so I'm always just like, I can't do it.
Do you feel that you're worthless?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, because
Why do
I
you
don't...
feel that? Why do you believe that? Is it because
I
of the
know
drugs,
that
or is
I've
it because of...
probably never... Well, mostly it's because of the things I've done for the drugs.
Right.
But secondly, it's because I don't believe that there's anyone out there who really... This is what I think I would ultimately need to get off the streets. And to have the belief...
Right here somewhere? Go up, right?
Well, yeah, it's by... You know where the donut place is?
It's on First Street.
Yeah, it's
I'm on
over-
Third. I'm on Third.
Yeah, so I guess it's further this way.
Oh, it's up here. Okay, go on. What were you saying?
Now I don't remember. Oh, if
worthless.
there was something to get out of life, this is what I need to get out of this. I need someone to... I need a relationship, dude.
No, you don't. You don't need a
Yeah.
fucking relationship.
Yes,
You mean
I
with a
do.
girl?
Yeah.
No. Why?
Because the last time...
you're saying that you're saying that you feel worthless, so you're gonna
But I want
you're gonna
something
cover
to
that
live
up with
for.
what's that?
I want something to live for, and
Right.
I want
Right.
to make up for all the shitty shit I did in my other relationship.
Okay, but what you need to learn to live
That
for
way I have
yourself.
something to live for.
You don't think you need to learn to live for yourself? It has to be
But
always.
see, this is the thing. If I'm just what am I living for? The next day on the street? There's nothing to live for myself anymore.
Right. So what if you get a relationship, right? You fall in love, and then you have something to live for, which motivates you.
Then I'd want to do,
And
then I'd be like, well, now I have to care about myself
And-
because I have to care about this person.
And then what if that relationship goes sour? What if that relationship then you break up? Then what happens?
Well, then
Then you
the
crumble.
usual.
Yeah, exactly. Then you start using again.
More than likely.
Another cycle, right?
hmm
So
My last relationship was with a girl named Christy, and she picked me. I told you about this. She picked me up off the streets, and I lived with her for months with her and her family in Orange County. And it was good. I was indoors. I was clean all the time. I started to gain more weight. I was healthy,
yeah.
and I was with her. But the funny part of it is when I started by started hanging out with Christy, I was with someone else.
Okay.
I was with Anna,
Yeah.
and they were friends, sort of, but Anna was like, hey, in fact, she told me later, there was this time they took me to the hospital because I was out on the streets, and I was so dehydrated and malnourished from the heroin and the booze and shit that I couldn't get up, and they had to take me to the hospital, basically.
Yeah.
And they did, and they stayed with me, Christy and Anna. But Anna told me later, when she found out I was fucking around on her with Christy, she was like, hey, I told her when you were passed out in the, you know where we're going?
I have no idea. Go ahead.
Maybe we should figure that out.
No,
first.
dude.
Anyway, she told her in the ambulance ride, you better not fall in love with him. When I asked her about that later, Christy's like, yeah, she did say that. And I'm like, well, what did you say back? So I didn't say anything. I'm like, well, okay, why? Well, it was too late. That's what she said, and I was like, wow, okay. But now I wish I'd stayed with Anna, because even though Anna was a junkie, and even though Anna was pretty much homeless, she always stuck by me, no matter what happened. I think Anna was the one, and I fucked it up.
What is she doing now? You talk to her? No.
Well, she's sober,
Yeah.
and she was sober at that point by then too. She does a. Last I heard from her, which was months and months ago, she was running a youth leadership group at her church.
Oh, nice,
Living
yeah.
with her mom. She had a job, shit like that. She was doing better. So maybe she was better off without me.
Does that inspire you at all? To kind of
Not
follow
without
that?
her. I mean, what do I have to look forward to?
I don't know. What do you? Ask yourself that. What do you have to look forward to in life?
Another day on the sidewalk is what it feels like.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Give me 3 things that you possibly could look forward to, even though you don't feel like there's anything to look forward to right now. Of course.
Marriage would be, like I said,
Okay,
great.
so-
A family.
Love and marriage, right?
Family.
Yeah, that's one.
I'd like to not drink.
Sobriety. Okay, so being sober too.
Yeah, that. Well, I mean, I'd still smoke weed, I think, because
Okay.
that's never led me. It was never a gateway drug for me.
Okay.
But when I smoke weed, I smoke like a puff to calm my stomach, and I'm done. I've
Yeah.
never had a problem with it. But anyways, weed and cigarettes, I still smoke. I'd like to quit cigarettes. That'd be nice someday, but that'd be the last goal. You know what I mean? That'd be
Yeah.
like the last ultimate goal if I could. The drinking, I really want to quit. I
Yeah.
really do. And make a left here. And I go to this clinic up here. What time is it, by the way?
10 o'clock.
It's 10?
Yeah, 10, 12. We'll get you there. Right? It's right
Oh,
here.
they're not even going to open till 11, so I got plenty of time.
All right. I'm gonna drop you off here anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the last one. So you got family, love, one more thing you could possibly look forward to. Oh, sobriety, family, and love. That's 2. One more.
So I wanna do something that I like to do. I wanna
Your
make
passion.
my living.
What about writing?
Yeah, exactly. But I
All
don't
right.
I don't necessarily want riches and glory. I don't.
That's fine. So there's three things that I want you to think about before I leave you. It's the writing, being passionate about that. Love, because you've been in love, you know what that feels like, and then having a family, right?
Yeah. That'd be perfect.
So tomorrow I'm gonna give you a journal.
Okay.
All right.